What is going on YouTube? Matty Ice here. It is Friday, September 9th, 2016, and it is the second week of the Alabama high school football season. Here are the games that are going to be competing tonight, in which I think is the games of the week. In Class 7A, it is number 2 Spain Park versus number 4 Hoover. Spain Park is coming to this game 3-0, and Hoover's coming in 2-1. Hoover's only loss is to a school out of Texas, and Spain Park might be having a good season, but Hoover, they do know how to win in big games. And this is going to be a rivalry match because both of these schools are in Hoover, Alabama. Moving on to 6A, it is number 2 Blount versus Saraland. Blount's coming in this season 3-0 and is one of the best teams in 6A. Saraland, they were really good a few years ago, and they got that good quarterback this year, but they're going up against a good team this week against Blount, and they do have the home field advantage, but I'm going with Blount in this one. Moving on to 5A, it is number 7 Guntersville versus number 6 Etowah, and Guntersville coming in 2-0, Etowah at 2-1. Both of these teams are doing real good, but I believe that Guntersville is going to win this one in a late sort of fashion. Moving on to 4A, and what I think is the game of the week, it is number 2 Andalusia versus number 4 UMS Wright. Andalusia and UMS Wright, this is the first year they're ever in the same region in 4A. They've met in the playoffs a few times, but this is actually the first time they're in the same region. Andalusia coming into this 3-0, UMS Wright 2-1. UMS Wright, they do have the home field advantage, and it's hard to win there. But I'm giving this one to Andalusia, and I believe they're going to beat UMS Wright this week. Coming in at 3A, it is number 7 Bayside Academy versus Mobile Christian at number 10. Bayside Academy is at 2-1, Mobile Christian 1-1, and Mobile Christian's doing all right from moving up to 2A and 3A. They are facing a really good Bayside Academy team, but I'm going with Mobile Christian in this one because they have the athletes to compete against a lot of teams. Moving on to 2A, it is number 9 Leroy versus Citronelle. Leroy is undefeated and winning games big, and they're going up against a good Citronelle team this week. I believe they're going to keep the success going. I believe they're going to go 3-0, and I'm picking Leroy to beat Citronelle. Now moving on to 1A, it is number 9 Sweetwater versus Marengo. Sweetwater is 1-1 this year. They did beat a region opponent last week, and they are facing a tough Marengo team. And Marengo, ever since they got that new coach, they've been doing really good for the past few years. But since Sweetwater has dropped down from 2A to 1A, I believe they're going to be making some noise in their region, and I'm going to go with Sweetwater in this one. And the AISA game of the week, it is number 10 Pike Liberal Arts. They are traveling to Fort Dale Academy. Both these teams are undefeated. Pike Liberal Arts, they won the state championship a few years back, and they're finally back in the stretch of winning games. But they're going against a Fort Dale team that is well coached by Speed Sampley, and I believe that Fort Dale is going to win this one. That is it for this week's game of the week, and we're going to see what happens tonight.